Hello, today I will be presenting my benchmark professional dispositions, ethics, and growth presentation. So my personal values and biases. As Catholic Mexican American, my values are deeply rooted in compassion, empathy, and fairness. I hold strong beliefs in the inherent dignity and worth of every person, which aligns with the Catholic teaching of loving your neighbor as yourself. I strive to bring these values into my classroom by creating an environment where respect for diversity is not only encouraged but celebrated. I believe that every student, regardless of their background, deserves to be treated with kindness and respect. This is central to the principle of respect for the diversity of others and the professional dispositions of learners. My INFP personality type also shapes my approach to teaching because I am naturally drawn to helping students develop as individuals, supporting their personal growth and emotional well-being. This focus on individual development means that I am particularly sensitive to the emotional and social dynamics in my classroom, striving to ensure that each student feels heard and understood. The goal is to create a safe space where commitment to emotional support ties with the ethical principle of fairness, which is treating each student equitably, recognizing their unique challenges, and providing them with the tools and support that they need to succeed. Continuing my personal values and biases, in terms of the professional conduct, I adhere to a high standard of integrity and honesty. I believe that being transparent and consistent with my expectation builds trust with my students. I also strive to model ethical teaching practice and my interactions with students, colleagues, and families. By maintaining professional conduct in all aspects of my work, I hope to demonstrate how ethical behavior in everyday life leads to a positive, respectful, and harmonious environment. My Catholic faith and Mexican cultural heritage are also influential in how I approach teaching. I hold that education is not only about academic knowledge, but also about moral and spiritual growth. I will bring a sense of purpose to the classroom, encouraging students not only to learn, but also to act with kindness, empathy, and a sense of responsibility towards others. My personal values and biases continuing is I recognize that my background may come with certain biases, especially as someone who was raised in a particular cultural context. For example, I might have implicit biases towards valuing community and family-oriented environments. Being aware of these potential biases is essential in my role as an educator, so I am committed to the constantly reflecting and on challenging my perspectives to ensure that I treat all students fairly and without prejudice. My commitment to Principle 1 and 3 of the Model Code of Ethics for Educators ensures that I hold myself accountable to the ethical standards set by the profession, particularly in providing equitable opportunities for all students to succeed. The cultural framework I bring to the classroom will encourage students to value diversity, to engage with the broader world and with empathy and understanding, and to appreciate the importance of fairness and respect in their interactions with others. What high expectations in the teaching profession personally mean to me. So first of all is effective communication, principles 1 and 4. So effective communication is at the core of building trust, understanding, and collaboration with my students, colleagues, and their families. High expectations for communication mean that I must always be clear, respectful, and timely in my interactions. I want to make sure that I listen attentively to my students' needs and concerns, creating an open and honest dialogue in the classroom where students feel heard and valued. According to Principle 1 of the Model Code of Ethics, I have the responsibility to maintain respectful, honest, and professional communication. Principle 4 emphasizes the importance of communicating effectively with families and the broader school community. So technology, Principle 5. In today's digital world, technology is a powerful tool for learning and high expectations. High expectations for technology mean that I need to continually improve my technological skills. I will make sure to integrate technology effectively into my teaching while ensuring that it is used responsibly and ethically. Professional standards of practice. High expectations for professional standards of practice mean that I must commit to the ongoing growth as an educator. I hold myself accountable to the professional dispositions of learners, particularly in maintaining professional conduct and honesty. I aim to model integrity, fairness, and dedication in everything I do. As Principle 2 of the Model Code of Ethics states, I am responsible for adhering to the established standards of the profession, engaging in professional development, and reflecting on my teaching practices. Relevant laws and policies. Principle 1. My high expectations for understanding and following relevant laws and policies mean that I must ensure my teaching practices align with the ethical and legal guidelines. Principle 1 of the Model Code of Ethics reminds me that I must comply with the laws, regulations, and policies that govern the education profession. This includes understanding the legal aspects of student privacy, special education requirements, and anti-discrimination policies. Staying informed about the legal responsibilities I have as an educator, especially when it comes to student rights and safety, will help me act with integrity in all situations. What high expectations in the teacher profession personally mean to me? So after all, the high expectations mean cultivating a classroom environment built on trust, respect, and a commitment to excellence. By focusing on clear communication, effectively integrating technology, upholding professional standards, and adhering to relevant laws and policies, my goal is to create a space where my students can thrive, both academically and personally. These expectations inspire me to consistently model ethical behavior, pursue continuous growth, and always act with my students' best interests in mind. Ultimately, my dedication to these principles will help me become the best educator that I can be. My professional learning goals are to enhance my classroom management skills. So one of my main goals is to develop effective classroom management strategies to create a positive, structured, and respectful learning environment. As a fourth grade teacher, I will work on establishing clear routines, expectations, and consequences to help my students feel safe and focused. By maintaining a classroom where students know what is expected of them, I will be able to focus on instruction and ensure that all students can engage in a meaningful learning. This goal reflects my dedication to creating an environment where all students can thrive and build the skills they need for their educational success. Another goal is to deepen my understanding of differentiated instruction. I want to enhance my ability to differentiate instruction to meet the diverse needs of my students who will come from various backgrounds and have different academic abilities. I will work on developing strategies to support students with varying learning styles, abilities, and challenges. By creating lessons to meet individual needs, I can help all students reach their full potential. This goal supports the reflection in the professional dispositions of learners, as I will continually assess and adjust my teaching to ensure it is effective for each student. So professional development topics relevant to PLCs. The first topic is culturally responsive teaching. Given to the diversity of my classroom, professional development and culturally responsive teaching will be essential. I want to ensure that I am aware of and sensitive to the diverse cultural backgrounds of my students, and that I create an inclusive classroom where every student feels valued. Another topic is collaborative lesson planning and data analysis. One professional development topic that I will prioritize is learning how to effectively collaborate with colleagues in the professional learning communities for lesson planning and data analysis. PLCs provide an excellent opportunity to share ideas and strategies, review student data, and collectively plan how to address areas where students may need additional support. This collaborative approach will help me to learn new ways to engage students and create an instruction to meet their needs. Working with my colleagues to analyze data will also allow me to adjust my teaching methods and ensure continuous student improvement, aligning with the Principle 2 of the MCEE. Another topic relevant to PLCs is social emotional learning. Professional development and social emotional learning will be vital for helping my students develop essential emotional intelligence and coping skills. I plan to incorporate SEL strategies in my classroom to help students build positive relationships, manage their emotions, and resolve conflicts. By supporting their social and emotional development, I can create a safe and supportive environment that fosters academic success. And these are my resources. Thank you so much for watching.